Warning, warning, warning. Greetings to all auto sales professionals. Once again, we are very happy to present to you our weekly bulletin specially sourced and adapted for auto sales professionals, like yourself. Okay, believe me, this bulletin may shock you beyond your wildest dream. View it for yourself and you will agree with me. True? Joke aside. By the way, if you don't know me yet, my name is Madam Sophia, a virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and mentor. Yours truly will deliver this week's message. Without any delay, here is a warning news. New method to manage abandoned vehicles. Kajang Municipal Council, MPKJ, will collaborate with the country's first automotive vehicle treatment facility authorized by Selangor Department of Environment, DO, to solve the backlog of complaints on abandoned vehicles in the municipality. MPKJ will not incur any additional cost with this approach. The local council's present method of auctioning the vehicles to scrap metal dealers is not only in poor demand and causing storage problems, it is also bad for the environment and can contaminate water sources. MPKJ President Najmuddin Jemain said the local council had a depot to store abandoned vehicles in Bandar Baru Bangi, with a maximum storage capacity of 300 vehicles. He said there were 5,533 public complaints of abandoned vehicles in the municipality since 2016 and MPKJ was only able to tow away 928 vehicles. The rest are on the waiting list. We need to dispose of the vehicles in the depot before we can tow away more vehicles. Starting DAC 1. Car Medic will tow abandoned vehicles to the MPKJ depot for its deregistration process. Once the process is complete, Car Medic will tow vehicles to its depot for ELV recycling. Components that can be salvaged will be removed while the rest of the parts will be extracted or dismantled, and sent to the respective licensed waste collectors authorized by DOE, he said at the ELV launch at Car Medic Depot in Bandar Technology, Kajang. Najmuddin said the biggest hurdle in disposing abandoned vehicles was the vehicle deregistration process, which needed much paperwork. He added that a majority of abandoned vehicle owners would not claim their vehicles once they were towed. Since 2016, only 5 owners have reclaimed their vehicles. Once a vehicle has been towed, there will be a compound and towing fee that the owner needs to pay before claiming it. Many owners hold on to the vehicles for its sentimental value and would argue with the tow truck operators during the towing process, he said, adding that it was rare for the owners to claim it back. Najmuddin encouraged those who want to dispose of their vehicles safely to deregister and surrender it to Car Medic. He also said that University Kebangsaan Malaysia was working with Car Medic to collect data and do research on ELV for further improvement. Source: The Star Papers, November 22, 2021. By the way, are you happy with this week's bulletin? I hope you do. As for myself, it is very strong reminder. You ask why? There is a cry for cooperations by the government to request old car owner to dispose them in the junkyard, or else it will towed away at owner's cost, if they get it back. P.S. Please give us a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to our channel so you would not miss out any of our practical and useful video clips. We love your feedbacks to improve the quality of our weekly bulletin. Alright. PPS, before we part company, may I introduce Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. She will deliver a free chapter of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. Until we meet again, this is Madam Sophia wishing you sayonara and happy selling. Thanks a million.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for appointing me to deliver the Chapter 17, i.e. the Final Objection, Close. It's from the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time, written and published by author CTM Joseph NG. Without speaking another word, may I introduce myself as Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG. Alright, here is the chapter. The Final Objection, close quote. I find that this close works very well when I have been going back and forth with a potential client who just doesn't commit whatever reasons. Lasse Blumenthal in his book Great Sales by Today's Great Salesman. Believe it or not, this chapter is one of the easiest ways to close most sales. In truth, you have to read the entire chapter to agree with me in total. Agree or not? Let me jump start with a preview to the Final Objection, Close. Alright. In this case, in your mind you take the first objection you hear and make it the last objection. Let me set the scene for you. Normally, when you reach for your first close, a man seldom says yes. Usually he gives you an objection. Isn't that right? What do? You answer the objection. Does that get you a close? All he does is he pop you another objection. So, when you get involved in this dead nail sales close, the prospect, would he think up more objections than you can answer, or can you answer more objections than think up? And as fast as you kill one objection, he pops another. That said, would you like have a method of taking the first objection that you hear and making it the last one that you hear? Alright, this is how you do it. Here is the 7 steps formula in brief. That is step 1, hear him out. Step 2, sell him his objection. Step 3, confirm the objection. Step 4, question the objection. Step 5, answer the objection. Step 6, confirm the answer. Step 7, close the sale. For starters, you hear him out. Don't make the mistake that most salesmen do. Hearing 3 words and thinking you'll know what he is going to say. And so you jump in and then try to answer it. After you have listened to his objection, you and immediately sell it to him by overcoming his own objection. Step 2, sell him his objection. Here's how you sell him on his objection. You expand on it and you look defeated. You get a fix on your expression. Do look as if you have been completely defeated. You got to look licked. Well, I understand it, sir. You feel that the gas mileage on this car is not good enough. Inadequate to save you the amount of money that you think you have to save in the operation of an automobile. Look then, what have I done? You see, he has just objected to the possibility of low gas mileage. I will look a little defeated. I just repeat what he said. Step 3, confirm the objection. You don't get enough mileage on this car. I expand on. I made it a little larger. I looked a little bit licked. Then I want to confirm. Step 4, question the objection. You say that's the only thing standing between us. Isn't it? You mean if it wasn't for this gas mileage thing, you will go along with me today. Is that right? If he says, yes, he is buying. Instantly you looked a little bit defeated. He now says, yes, because the prospect doesn't want to hurt your feeling. Honest, he doesn't want to do that. He says, yes, that's right, if it's for that mileage, I will go along with you on that car. All you have to do is to look more defeated. Look rejected. I like the car, and watch the prospect instantly. He will tell you all about it. Again he says, I like the car. He will get right in there. He will grab this bait, if you just look defeated. Now what's the next thing you do? You question him. You reconfirm by getting him to agree that this was the only thing standing between you and him. And you question it by asking, and again, you take the blame. Just to clarify my thinking, sir. Why do you feel this is impossible in terms of petrol mileage? Then you shut up. Should you ask again about this objection that he just gave? What are you going to gain? Answer. So, you will find out the real objection. Ask yourself. Anything you might gain from that. Whether is prejudice or fact, here's what happened. When the would-be buyer tries to explain this petrol mileage thing to you, one of these things will happen. He does explain it, and now he is hooked on this firm order. Of course, I am assuming you can answer the objection on the petrol mileage, or you will be in real trouble. In the process of trying to explain it, he may pop the real objection. In my own experience, in the process of explaining, it looks stupid even to prospect because it didn't make sense to him anymore now. But he has told me that this is the only reason that is getting in the way. Step 5, answer the objection. By the way, the prospect goes from here. Well, let's assume that he confirms himself this objection. Then, what do? You simply answer it. Step 6, confirm the answer. After you have satisfied him, you sell him by saying, would that complete settle that, doesn't it? Step 7, close the sale. At this juncture you close with a strong confirmation. Sir, by the way, what did you say? Was your correct mailing address, and when shall we make the delivery? Where else can he go from here? He has already told you that this was the only thing standing between you and himself. And, earlier said, he has told you about it very enthusiastically. He can't back down, he has to buy. Are you enough of an actor to make this work? If you are, it's worth learning to act this way to close the sale. Summary: to condense this chapter in a nutshell, we must remember the first objection you hear and make it the last objection. You must avoid having the prospect to think up more objections. Finally, do take heed of the 7 steps. That is step 1, hear him out. Step 2, sell him his objection. Step 3, confirm the objection. Step 4, question the objection. Step 5, answer the objection. Step 6, confirm the answer, and step 7, close the sale. Are you happy with this concise version to the chapter? You should. The last paragraph is most important, I must say. Conclusion, therefore, do allow me to close this chapter 17 with my paraphrase quote of Kerry Johnson. According to him, the final objection close is when informed any objections you will sever all with them. Many prospective clients at this stage will suddenly feel like buying. Having talked to them this far, I think such people need and want the product. But they are a little afraid to spend the money and will say, yes. With the final objection. Am I right? A definite, yes if you ask me. With the paraphrase quote, I shall exist this chapter gracefully. Okay, thanks. P.S. If you like this chapter and the ebook, you can always order this ebook by contacting the author personally, ctmjoseph@josephsing@gmail.com, or WhatsApp him at 601-2387-8592. This ebook is currently on offer at only $1.99 or RM 8.00 for exclusively for sales professionals like yourself. It is for limited time only. So, hurry now to secure your order. Yes.